Hello everyone, my name is Li Jingting, and today I'm going to share my research topics of all the critics and listener. My topic is using audiolingual methods to improve college students' pronunciation ability. In the last semester of college life, I was pleased to accept the recruitment of being teaching assistant for Professor Oliver Zhang, professor from Foreign Language and Literature Department. I was in charge of assisting students of learning English and also to understand the instruction which is assigned by professor to students. The course name is Listening and Speaking. The major in practicing English listening and speaking, minor in learning English grammar and vocabularies. Teacher is fixed to assign the English article reading record for students, and students must obey teacher's instructions to hand in reading record work on e-learning platform, so that teaching assistant has the obligations to listen to students' recording and give the reviews and marks to every student's work. There are the three elements that are appraise students' reading skill, including word pronunciation, word stress, and intonation. I discovered the factors that result students' inaccurate pronunciations and monotone and reading article are due to their scarcity of applied English speaking and insufficiency of English language inputs and outputs research, respectively, in the different contexts. Even though every learner was born to speak in different sounds, it's not a matter for students that there are lack of motivation to learn English pronunciations. There are my research objectives that contain three questions. The first question is, are repetition or shadowing effective for students to learning English pronunciations? And the second question was, what kind of English materials must be compiled into audiolingual method lesson plan for college students to improve their pronunciations? The last question is, how many times students must listen and imitate to accurate the English pronunciation? How should teacher assistant do to solve the problems so the student can learn to improve their pronunciations? And compiling the lesson plans that was according to TSOL lesson plan standards to apply the audiolingual method as to integrate the English article that chosen from students' textbooks. The article is all about the factions. Then I quote of using the track that has features of United States standard pronunciations of Cambridge Online Dictionary. Finally, I'll give the small tutors of English pronunciation for students one by one by using online platform Microsoft Teams. I will demonstrate the lesson plan and explain it for you. This lesson consists of previous and afterward examinations. My research objectives were 19 college students from non-foreign language and literature. First, each student has 20 minutes to practice their pronunciations. First, I will demonstrate 9 nouns and 9 verbs that are selected from article. Students must follow my instruction to read out the word. That should play an important role to motivate students and correct their word pronunciation and word stress. Students must follow the way of American pronounce the word by listening the American accent tracks from Cambridge Online Dictionary. When the word pronunciation practice is finished, I will demonstrate them as small articles to read out as I can listen and correct their word pronunciation and word stress. By explaining the rule of word stress and phonics. Then I will read out and students must shadowing after listening. This is planned to memorize the pronunciations so that the students are able to speak out the word more clearly, that a listener may decode the meaning of the utterance they convey in different contexts. After the afterwards examination is finished, I will give them the work of accuracy according to their pronunciations. Then I'll distribute the small questionnaires of teaching feedbacks so that the teaching assistant may improve the audiolingual method teaching quality. As we can see from the results, the lesson plan of audiolingual method was effective for students to learn and practice their pronunciations. There are 95% of students approve that this may helpful to improve their pronunciations. The diagram below shows that at the level between 4 to 6 marks has X students. The 6 students are in the level between 7 to 8 marks. There are only 5 people in the level of 9 to 10 marks. For example, the student who has participated the practical English course in school has the high perceptions of English pronunciations. It doesn't mean that students with low perceptions are unable to improve their pronunciation skill. By constantly shadowing and repeatedly reading articles and constantly listening to the English listening tracks like BBC or CNN and news online, they will improve their pronunciation and English language skill, and also their their grammars or vocabularies in English, so they will improve their own language skill. I will demonstrate all of you the importance of audiolingual method on online tutor to that I teach students the pronunciation of English. The student must listen about 2 to 4 times to acquire the accurately English pronunciations. So they have to memorize the pronunciations, the weight of the pronunciations that correctly pronounced by the American. I will demonstrate all of you the importance of audiolingual method or online tutor by using Microsoft Teams.
Accessory, personality, hairstyle, clothes, fashion, shopping, century, celebrities. 好
Appearance.
Appearance.
再一次
Appearance.
Appearance 很好。那再来一个是第二个单词的发音。
Accessory.
这一次好吗？听不太清楚。Accessory. Accessories.
对，很棒。再来一次。
Accessories.
再来最后一次。
Accessories.
那我们来听第三个单词的发音。
Personality.
还再一次吗？
好啊，这一次。
Personality.
对 ，personality。再一次好不好
？Personality。
后面那个第5个音节它是念立体，最好是念 personality。对，再来一次。
Personality.
好，请开始。
Concern, reflect, adopt, admire, wear, respect, encourage, advise, increase.
Concern.
Concern.
再一次。
Concern.
对，
As you
再
can
一次
see
好不好？
in the demonstrations, you can see
对的。
the student
对，
is shadowing and follow the way the American
对，
pronounce
没
the
有错。
word
Advertise.
by listening the tracks from
对，
Cambridge
Advertise
Dictionary Online.
当你在念的时候，第一个音节的那个 d 你可以省略掉，所以它是念
advertise,
advertise。
advertise
再一次。
advertise
以上是我 That is the end of my presentations. Thank you for your attention and thanks to the Professor Chen Hui Ru 教授 and our critics and listeners.